So there's one more thing that Frank mentioned yesterday that I wanted to maybe give them a little sneak peek of. So one of the biggest projects, probably the biggest project that we've ever undertaken at Looker, something that the UX team and the product team and the engineering team have been working on for more than a year now. They've already rolled out a lot of pieces of that, some of which you may have noticed, many of which you probably didn't even notice, but all of those have set us up for this idea of content discovery, right? This problem that we sort of realized we created, which is for most people using data, they used to live in a world of information scarcity. They had their 2 reports, their 1 dashboard. Keeping track of all 3 of those things was not terribly difficult, right? But as companies start using Looker, we see this again and again, where all of a sudden they move to a place of insight abundance, where you've got all of the reports you've created, you've got the dashboards that your boss created for your department, you've got your data analysts who are churning out analyses, and just keeping all of that stuff straight so that you can keep the most important stuff present becomes a real challenge. And so that is why in Looker 4.0 and 4.2 and 4.4, we're going to be rolling out these pieces of content discovery, and we wanted to give you a sneak peek because we think this is going to make the experience of using Looker so much better and so much more useful for really everybody who's in the tool. So let's throw that up on screen.
It's your second sneak peek.
Yes, your second sneak peek. Rather than logging in and seeing some rectangles for spaces, you will instead log in and see something beautiful like this. Now, Abby, I see pinned content and favorites. Tell me, what is the difference between pinned content and favorites?
So here's what you have on the new landing experience in Looker. We're kind of trying to put together admin-curated content, which is this pinned content up here, user-curated content, which is your favorites. You can move around in the app and pick the things that you find to be the most useful. And then also automatically system-generated content. So that's top content here at the bottom. And that's going to come from what's most looked at on your instance, what's most looked at by people who you work with, who are in the same group as you, things like that.
Cool. So it'll be departmentally curated, let's say, or admin-curated stuff on top, my own curation in the middle, and then sort of algorithmic curation at the bottom. Very cool.
That's right.
What if I wanted to sort of see some of that pinned content or see all of the pinned content?
Let's take a look.
Okay, cool. That looks nifty. Oh, that item order count by month created, that would be handy. I want to keep that front and center for myself. How would I do that?
You might go in and favorite that piece of
very
content.
Nice.
There you go. And then you can actually access your favorites from this side panel here that will give you a deeper look into each of the different categories, and also would still layer on top of the same spaces that you know and love if you need to go find something down there in those folders.
Neat. And what if I'm somewhere else in the tool? Is there some way that I could see all my favorites at once?
Why, yes,
there is. Well, beautiful. How nice. That's lovely. Can we actually just go into the item order count by month and see what that looks like?
Yes, we can. So this will just take you back to the same looks and dashboards that you've always been able to get to, and you can explore them and use them just as you always would have.
Very cool. Thanks, Abby.
No problem. Take you back to the front. Thank you.